78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Also, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. So, my apologies for being late to the party with this information. But, snowstorm going crazy in the state of Wisconsin right now. So, power was out for a few hours. Internet, all that good stuff. So, we had to tough it out. But I'm here. Late, but I'm here. Terence Crawford seems to be showing no interest in the Errol Spence rematch. Don't know if he's bluffing or not, or if he's seriously considering pulling out of the fight due to what he calls a bunch of excuses coming from Errol Spence side of things. Crawford, everything was quiet, for a while. Then it seemed like Errol Spence came out with a video showing that, he had cataract surgery on his eye. There was some back and forth stuff going on with Spence and Ishe Smith on the internet. Crawford got involved with it. Teofimo Lopez calls out Crawford. It just seemed like a lot of stuff, like convenient stuff that's happening all at the same time with these two guys, So hopefully it's just promotion for the fight, just some clever build-up to bring some interest into the rematch that people might have forgot about. I hope that Crawford doesn't walk away from this situation. I think, to my understanding, Terence Crawford is contractually obligated to face Errol Spence next, or he would have to retire. But I think that's only – I haven't seen the contract, but the standard one usually is like, you have 12 months. You got – from the date of this fight, you got 12 months or whatever to rematch. You know what I mean? And if something happens like injuries or something happens where the fight doesn't happen within that year, then Terence Crawford might have some wiggle room to get out of the fight. I know Floyd, when he was going to fight Oscar, Floyd retired. He fake retired or whatever. Floyd used to do those fake retirements to get out of rematch clauses and stuff like that. Terence Crawford said this on X. I've been saying Twitter this whole time, and they change it to X. So if they switch it back to Twitter, I'm going to be upset. But he says, I done heard it all now at Errol Spence Jr. It's okay, though, because all in all, I'm glad it's over and done with. I wish you well, my brother. Okay? So a statement like that would suggest that this over. The chapter has been closed in his life. There's no need for him to be fighting Errol Spence again. I can understand his frustration if you have, from a Terence Crawford perspective, right? If you're a guy who, wanted your respect and you got a bunch of people telling you, no, you ducking Errol Spence, or you on the other side of the street, or you ain't done this, you ain't done that, you need to fight somebody, blah, blah, blah. And then as you fight these people, there's always an excuse. There's always some, oh, well, you fought this dude, he was washed, or this dude, father stopped the fight. Or this dude here, blah, 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 right? Or your gloves pop, probably, probably on some juice or something, If there's always something, right? I can understand the frustration coming when you finally get Errol Spence and then you win in the fashion you won in, and then for there to be a list of reasons why you won other than that you just that dude. I can understand Terence Crawford being highly upset and bitter and angry about the situation. Definitely get it, you know what I'm saying? But you signed up for this. You agreed to a rematch clause, and I think you should be a man of your word and go ahead and do that. Now, hopefully we don't have any problems about what weight class the rematch is going to be in. Hopefully, because this has been more than enough time for Errol Spence and his team to notify Terence Crawford that they would like the rematch to be at 154. This was a big hoopla about 4 or 5 months ago, a big hoopla about that. That should have already been taken care of. I don't want to hear this stuff coming back up. If this stuff comes back up about what weight class, then it's just a lot of tacky stuff going on that I'm just not cool with, you know what I'm saying? But I think that the rematch will be at 154, to my understanding, even though people on Crawford's team was trying to get Terence Crawford to pull some finesse move and not fight at 154, but fight at 147. I think the fight will be at 154. Hopefully the paperwork has been filed, because if it's not, then Terence Crawford could easily he could be shady. He could say, look, man, we doing this at 147. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all was talking about it was the weight was the problem. Now y'all talking about it was this and it was that. No, we're gonna do it at 147. He could do that if the paperwork haven't been filed, and I hope it has been. I suspect it has been. You know, look, man, excellent fight. I hope it takes place in the first half of this year. Hopefully, maybe spring, late spring or something like that. I don't think that it does Errol Spence or Crawford any good to be sitting out of the ring for a year, fighting once a year. Like, I think that mentality, the only person I've seen be able to fight once a year effectively and get away with it has been Floyd Mayweather Jr. in his day. Everybody else needs to be active, okay? I just don't understand why, like, these guys make some money and then everybody chilling and they on this extended vacation. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman tried that. And this dude ain't been the same since. You know what I'm saying? And then came back and lost his hair, lost his mind, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So I would like to see these guys in the ring by at least April. You know what I'm saying? April, I think, is a good time. April or May, a good time for Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. You know what I mean? And that's a good time, enough time for fans and people to be able to go to the fight and book their tickets and all that kind of stuff. They should already have this stuff negotiated, already know what the fight going to be. I feel like waiting to the last 8 weeks before the fight, and then y'all come out announcing the fight going to be in Vegas at this time. Like, come on, bro. Y'all got all this time. Y'all ain't out doing nothing. You already got the Amazon deal. So just announce the fight, give people time to prep that they're going to go to that fight, or they're going to do something else with their life. And this has been my biggest beef with the PBC, and not just PBC, but my biggest beef with this lazy boxing promotion that's been happening now, okay? Because of the rise of social media and everything's so instant, all right? You know, Instagram and Twitter and all this type of stuff, YouTube, boxing promoters, we have helped them do their job, and they really owe us a lot of money because these dudes have gotten super lazy. They wait till the last minute to announce fights. They putting cards together. You know what I'm saying? Look, Saudis just put a card together for 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? 5 weeks notice, just do something together. You know what I mean? Because information travels so fast now. But I think that in America, if you want the fans to show up to these fights and enjoy themselves, that you need to give prep time for the fans to get to those fights and to make decisions that I want to go to this fight, or I want to that fight, or this is what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. You got to give them time to do that. And they used to do that. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they used to say, I remember Floyd used to say, it takes 6 months to build a pay-per-view. And everybody know that. It takes 6 months to build a pay-per-view. But if it takes 6 months, then what happened? What changed? Because, like, y'all been doing this 2-month thing for a long time now. You see what I'm saying? But regardless of the fact, I hope Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. happens, the rematch, you know what I'm saying? I'm still rooting for Errol Spence. That's my guy. I want him to come back, and I know for a fact that Errol Spence can do better than he did in that first fight. I know this factually. Terence Crawford looked phenomenal, not taking nothing from him. That was the best Terence Crawford I ever seen in my life. But that also was the worst Errol Spence I ever seen in my life. So if Crawford can do it twice, then I'll believe it. You know what I'm saying? But I just think Earl was not his best. And I think that if he comes back and put up a better effort, I'm totally fine with Earl losing. I just want him to put up a better effort, look like Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? In the process. All right. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty ldbc. Y'all smash the like button. Hit that subscribe, turn on the notification bells. And I'm up out of here, though. Deuces.